Hey guys, I've had some questions from my family about how I get my clothes clean. Unfortunately, during quarantine, I'm not allowed to send out any of my clothes. I can't go to a laundromat. I don't have a washing machine. I'm in a hotel room. I can't do anything. And unfortunately, I didn't bring 15 or 16 changes of clothes. So I'm going to show you exactly how I clean my clothes during quarantine in a quarantine hotel. Again, it's really, really stupid. So I thought I'd show you anyways because I'm bored and there's really nothing to do here. The way I wash my clothes is I use the body foam or the body wash that the hotel provides me, and I just put it in the sink and I just scrub it with water. So what I do first is I turn on the hot water so that I'll get it wet, right? And then what I will do is I'll just pour in as much of the body wash as I require. Obviously, I don't have detergent, so I can't use detergent, and so I can only use what I have. From there, I make sure that the water is filled as much as possible, and like traditionally how you wash clothes is you just start scrubbing it. So what I would do is I'd start scrubbing it clean to get all this sweat that I do when I exercise in the room and whatnot clean. Unfortunately, I can't really use anything else. I don't have detergent. I don't have anything basically. So I use the soap. If it's good enough for my body and it's going to get the sweat off my body, it's good enough for my clothes. And it also has a fresh smell to it afterwards. If there's not enough, I just add more. And I just keep scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing until I think it's clean enough. Now with my darker clothes, what ends up happening is the water turns a little bit dark from all the ink that comes out. But over here, unfortunately I don't have any options, so I use this to try and clean my clothes. I washed it a couple of times. Usually I wash it 3 times, just so that I make sure it's as clean as possible. Then I start using water to try and wash off all the soap. So as you can see, there's a lot of bubbles, and so I'm trying to wash it off. I use hot water as possible to try and wash it as much as possible, just so that it'll be clean. As you can see, there's no more bubbles, so that's when I know that the water is done. So then the next thing I do is I try and wring it out as much as possible. Right? So I try and wring it out as much as possible so that it'll dry faster, because unfortunately I also don't have a dryer. So because I don't have a dryer, I have no choice. I have to wring it out as much as possible. Oh crap. Now usually I hang it up here in the closet, but unfortunately in Taiwan, hanging it in the closet won't help me. And the reason for that is because, number one, it's a closet, so if you close it, there's no air circulation, so it doesn't dry. I tried it the first day I was here, and the clothes wouldn't dry for 3-4 days. It started to stink. And unfortunately, I can't take the hangers out and hang it somewhere else, because unfortunately, there's no hook. So what I do is, first thing I take the hook out, and then I put my clothes through it so that I can hang it up. Once I do that, I have to hang it up by the window because it's hot in Taiwan, and by the window is where you'll hit the sun. It's a little bit dark today, but usually there's sun. So what I do, because there are no hooks up there, is I take a face mask, I run it through so that now I have a hook. From here, I look to see where I can hang it up. And if you look at the curtains, there's a place here where I can hang it. And so that's what I do. I hang it up just over here so that it'll hold my clothes and it'll dry in the sun so that it'll dry. And then the water will start dripping down because gravity will pull on the water, but it won't pull on the clothes. So again, it's a very crude way of doing things, but that's the best way I can do to wash my clothes and get it dried. So if you look here, this is what I did yesterday with my other shirt. I hung it up and now it is dry. I tried hanging it up in the washroom for a couple of days, kept the fan on, still wouldn't dry because it's just so humid in Taiwan. And so what I do now is I just hang it up on the curtains, right where the hook is. I use a face mask to hold up the coat hanger or the clothing hanger, and it'll, when the sun comes out, it'll help me dry the clothes. That's it for now.